A very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast. This is KUTV Weekend Live. Let's get an introduction.
This is Weekend Live with Anyango, Sylvia.
This broadcast is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. You can also engage with us tonight on the broadcast at KUTV News Kenya. That is on X at KUTV_Kenya and at Anyango Sylvia KE. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Naomi Omboi. We begin. Wajir Women Representative Fatma Jehu has declared that they are ready to rig the 2027 elections in favor of President William Ruto. Jehu, speaking at the 60th anniversary of Wajir High School, indicated that even if the region lacks enough votes, MPs are prepared to manipulate the elections regardless of actual support. Yusuf Abdinasir now reports.
Wajir Women Representative Fatma Jehu has made shocking revelations, hinting that they are prepared to rig the elections in favor of President William Ruto come 2027. Speaking during the 60th anniversary of Wajir High School, which brought together leaders from the counties of Mandera, Garissa and Wajir, Jehu, while acknowledging the low number of votes of the region, unapologetically asserted that the leaders are ready to interfere with the 2027 general elections to secure victory for President Ruto.
Kwa hiyo machache, sisi kama wabunge wa North Eastern, nikiongea kutoka Wajir, sisi maneno ya His Excellency the President, sisi maneno yetu ni mafupi tu. Tunasema tu 2 term. Ama kuna maneno mengine? 2 term. Sio? Si tunangojea tu debe iletwe, hata kama hatutakuwa na votes, tutamwibia. Hiyo si siri. Asante.
Jehu's remarks added salt to the injury, sparking uproar among Kenyans dissatisfied with how the Kenya Kwanza administration is running the country. Earlier this year, Tiati Member of Parliament William Kamket, whose home turf is Baringo County, the birthplace of the late President Daniel Moi, who ruled Kenya for 24 years, suggested a possible presidential term extension for President Ruto, further fueling the unease.
Kalia hiyo kiti vizuri. Second term utaingia. Second term utaingia rais kama stima. Na wakicheza rais, unajua mimi natoka kaunti ya 24. Kaunti ya Baringo sisi ndio tunajua mambo ya 24 years. Sisi ndio tunajua kwa manufacture rais akae 24.
Despite calls for regime change from Kenyans, President Ruto's allies remain firm on their 2-term presidency, as seen in the administration's public functions. Yusuf Abdinasir, KUTV, Nairobi.
And the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, has summoned Naivasha Member of Parliament Jane Kihara to appear at its headquarters in Nairobi on the 14th of July. This follows allegations that the legislator made insightful and disruptive remarks. According to DCI, failure to comply with the summons could lead to possible prosecution.
Naivasha Member of Parliament Jane Kihara has been summoned by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to appear before their headquarters in Nairobi following recent comments by Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, who accused opposition leaders of sponsoring goons to vandalize and loot public property across the country.
We will not allow our country to be banned. And there is no place of Kenya. You can't tell us because you are born in Nyeri, we should allow supermarkets in Nyeri to be destroyed. And because you are born in Kirinyaka, we should allow you to go and destroy other people's business because they do not give you campaign money.
The Naivasha MP Jane Kihara sharply criticized the sermon, calling it a political motivated move aimed at silencing opposition voices. In her statement, she argued that political intimidation through the criminal justice system is a relic of the past. Even though the DCI in its letter noted that Kihara may possess critical information that could aid ongoing investigations into the alleged orchestrated acts of violence and destruction, Kihara mentioned that the summoning would not resolve Kenyans to change since the days of intimidating leaders using the criminal justice system were long gone. The DCI's move to summon MP Jane Kihara has stirred political tensions, with opposition leaders condemning what they call a targeted attack on dissenting voices. As the nation watches closely, the outcome of this investigation could set the tone for political discourse in the coming months.
Now, Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communications and Digital Economy, William Kabogo, about what is happening at the weekly and tribal politics.
Si mimi nimeongoza hapa mwaka 5. Niliwajengea hospitali sikujenga. Niliweka dawa sikuweka. Ilisemekana ni ya Wakikuyu peke yake. Sasa huyu fala. Kwa nini namuita fala? Wacha nikwambie ukweli. Kweli mimi kama na mheshimiwa sitaki kazi yako. Unisamehe tu lakini nitatumia kama example. Kama mimi ningekuwa deputy president, mnafikiri kwani mimi ningefukuzwa? Mie kama
Now, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, has arrested 3 suspects, Ian Mugambi, Abdulatif Murithi, and Teddy Kaimenyi, following the looting and arson of the Maguna supermarket in Meru during the Sabasaba demonstrations. The 3 have been taken to Meru Court to answer to the charges while the investigation continues.
Ian Mugambi, Abdulatif Murithi, and Teddy Kaimenyi are believed to be involved in the looting of Maguna supermarket in Meru after they were caught on CCTV cameras looting and setting fire in the supermarket. The remains of the Maguna supermarket are clear evidence of what authorities now call a planned economic sabotage. Some residents have started returning the stolen goods. This follows an order from the owner of the Maguna supermarket, giving them 14 days to return the goods, warning that failure to do so will lead to seeking help from a traditional healer. This statement has caused panic among the citizens, who fear that the traditional healer might be able to track them down wherever they are. What raises more questions is claims that the looters came from other counties, while the stolen goods were found in residents' homes. This shows that the theft was carried out by the residents themselves and not outsiders as previously thought. Vincent Karoli, KUTV.
Now, religious leaders from Isiolo County have called on Isiolo Governor Abdi Guyo and members of the County Assembly to begin reconciliation talks following the conflict that led to Governor Guyo's impeachment, which was later overturned by the Senate. Governor Guyo met with 7 of the MCAs who had voted to impeach him on Saturday at his residence in Nairobi in a bid to rebuild his relationship with the ward representatives. Police officers arrested a suspect who shot dead a 35-year-old man in Narok on Saturday. This follows a violent altercation over parking space outside the popular Mara Junction nightclub. The victims, identified as Mandela Nabala, died to his injuries shortly after being rushed to Narok County Hospital. According to the police statement, the suspect's firearm and a vehicle were taken to police custody. The suspect also remains in police custody as investigations continue. Now on that note, we are taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka, akawa tuzo. Ukakamavu wake, ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke, akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari, kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari-ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke wake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kibwe.
For over half a century, these hallowed grounds have nurtured minds, ignited passions, and shaped leaders. Here, where inquiry knows no bounds, another chapter closes. At Kenyatta University, we celebrate more than just degrees. We celebrate futures unfolding, grounded in ethics-guided research and technology. Our graduates step forward equipped with knowledge, driven by purpose, and ready to make their mark on the world. From pioneering technologies to leading ethics-guided research, our alumni are shaping our tomorrow. KU's legacy isn't just in the past. It is in the enduring pursuit of knowledge, the unwavering commitment to service, the courage to ask the difficult questions. The KU class of 2025, prepared to lead, empowered by education for ethics-guided research and technology, the world awaits their brilliance. Kenyatta University will hold the 57th graduation ceremony on the 18th July 2025 from 8 a.m. at KU Main Campus Graduation Square. The ceremony will also be streamed live on KU TV, KU Radio, YouTube, KU website, all KU social media platforms. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 020-870-3092 or 0786-335-111 or visit the KU website on www.ku.ac.ke. Hashtag KU 57th Graduation. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education, enhancing lives.
Live with Anyango, Sylvia.
Welcome back. Remember, this broadcast is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. You can also engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya and at Anyango Sylvia KE. Now, on to a tragic story tonight. A massive fire broke out at Larry Boys High School in Kiambu County, reducing the administration block, classrooms, staff room, and library to ashes. The incident, which occurred during the night on Saturday 12th, is believed to have been started by students protesting a ban on musical instruments. As flames spread, terrified students fled into nearby forest. Fortunately, no injuries were reported and the dormitories were spared. The school has therefore been closed as investigations begin, while authorities and parents are calling for accountability. health matters, a legal battle is unfolding over appointments at the Social Health Authority, SHA, after Employment and Labor Relations Court blocked internal job advertisement issued in March 2025. Justice Bernard Ongaya ordered that SHA to advertise all vacancies, including positions for directors, deputy directors, county coordinators, and quality assurance officers through an open and competitive process. Petitioner said Omar Abdile termed the recruitment process opaque and discriminatory. His lawyer Mohamed Duwane opposed SHA's bid to limit the process to internal candidates, warning it will block out qualified Kenyans and damage SHA's credibility by recycling NHIF staff, citing past corruption scandals. The court ruled that SHA failed to justify a review emphasizing public interest in transparent public service recruitment. The Ministry of Health has reported a strong start to the national MR-TCV vaccination campaign, with over 3.5 million children already receiving the measles rubella vaccine and 12.1 million receiving the typhoid conjugate vaccine. The campaign, which began on 5th July 2025, aims to protect children from life-threatening but preventable diseases. Notably, over 4,000 children received their first ever vaccinations. With only 3 days left, the ministry is urging parents and caregivers to take action. Vaccines are being offered free of charge at schools, churches, mosques, markets and homes. Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale reaffirmed the government's commitment to protecting every child and cautioned against misinformation. The MR and TCV vaccines are WHO approved and proven safe and effective in saving lives. We are taking it again another short break. We'll be back with sports.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka, akawa tuzo. Ukakamavu wake, ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na mateke, akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari, kwa jinsi alivyo ngari-ngari. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake, nami Caroline Kibwe.
For over half a century, these hallowed grounds have nurtured minds, ignited passions, and shaped leaders. Here, where inquiry knows no bounds, another chapter closes. At Kenyatta University, we celebrate more than just degrees. We celebrate futures unfolding, grounded in ethics-guided research and technology. Our Our graduates step forward equipped with knowledge, driven by purpose, and ready to make their mark on the world. From pioneering technologies to leading ethics-guided research, our alumni are shaping our tomorrow. KU's legacy isn't just in the past. It is in the enduring pursuit of knowledge, the unwavering commitment to service, the courage to ask the difficult questions. The KU class of 2025, prepared to lead, empowered by education for ethics-guided research and technology, the world awaits their brilliance. Kenyatta University will hold the 57th graduation ceremony on the 18th July 2025 from 8 a.m. at KU Main Campus Graduation Square. The ceremony will also be streamed live on KUTV, KU Radio, YouTube, KU website, all KU social media platforms. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 020-870-3092 or 0786-335-111 or visit the KU website on www.ku.ac.ke. Hashtag KU 57th Graduation. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education, enhancing lives.
Fashion. It's more than just clothes. It's a statement, a feeling. An art form, a way to express yourself, a reflection of who you are. It's Fashion Diaries. Join me, Ashley Asachi, every Monday from 8 p.m. as we bring you Kenya's latest trends. Imagine fashion designers glamorous fashion events, runway shows, red carpet events, and so much more. Fashion Diaries, unleashing your inner fashionista.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Sports tonight. After a full month of enjoyable football courtesy of Club World Cup, the race to the winner comes to an end with French giants and UEFA Champions League holders PSG battling it out against Conference League winners Chelsea today at 22 hours at night. The march is expected to be attended by US President Donald Trump and other influential figures in the sports world as it marks the end of an exciting tournament. Chelsea go to this march as the underdogs after an excellent form of performance from PSG, making them the favorites of this year's tournament. The completion of this tournament marks the beginning of club pre-season tours ahead of the restart of leagues come August 2025. And world football superstar Lionel Messi has continued to shine in the MLS League despite his age, scoring 2 more goals in a streak of 5 consecutive matches, in which he has netted a total of 10 goals. Messi's remarkable form has surged even further following Inter Miami's elimination from the Club World Cup. Brings us to the end of our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for keeping us company. My name is Anyango, Sylvia, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Naomi.